Good afternoon. I am Rory Paddock for picksfromthepaddock.co.uk, and it is time for Sunday selections. It's just gone 1:15 on the 10th of October 2021, and I have not one, not two, but three horses that I like the look of across three different meetings this afternoon. A little bit later than normal, but you know, the joys of running around and doing everything you need to do on a Sunday morning. So hopefully it's not too late to ensure that we bag perhaps a bit of profit from the bookmakers. So without further ado, the first of my three selections, it does, if I bring it up here, it comes over at Limerick in the, if I can find it, it's not Limerick at all. Got it completely wrong. It's the 2:30 at the Curragh. There we go. See the joys of a Sunday morning, trying to have a lie in and do things that you want to do. Nevertheless, it does come in the 2:30. It is the fourth race on the card at the Curragh over in Ireland, obviously on the flat there. And it's the sprint contest that's in the fourth race on the card. And it sees me side with one from half of the field that hasn't claimed a previous course success here at this venue. Now, that hasn't put me off the horse only spoofing. It holds a record here, despite never winning in the Curragh, holds a record here of 5th of 17, 3rd of 20, and 4th of 17 in just 3 course and distance starts. So clearly acts well over C&D, all of which came off the same or higher marks than he's running off today. He seems to have been knocking on the door this term. He has won this year, but since then been sort of knocking on the door there or thereabouts with not too much success. However, he's now on a decent mark, and even though he doesn't look an obvious winner, is more than capable of finishing in the money. So current price, as you can see there, best odds of 10-1. I think it's perhaps a bit generous. Pretty Boy Floyd is another that I would give a mention to, as is course and distance winner. That's mad. I'm happy to take on the Eddie Lynham trained Rough Diamond. 11-4, I think it's a bit too short. But the one for me, each way money, the value only spoofing. That's my first selection. The second selection is having to see us head over to England, where there looks to be a really solid card at Goodwood this afternoon. It's their third race on the card, and it's another sprint handicap that I'm delving into, this time over the straight 6 furlongs. And I think the one for me here is it's trainer Hugo Palmer and owner Dr. Ali Reader. They went well. They teamed up yesterday in the Dewhurst yesterday to finish best of the rest behind Native Trail. So clearly the yard are going relatively well. They join forces once more this time with their 3-year-old filly, Love the Breeze. It was 4th in Class 2 contest last time out, so I think it dropped back down to this grade is a definite plus. In fact, the last time she raced at this level, she claimed a course and distance success, so should also benefit for a return to Goodwood. At the age of 3, she has the room to progress, and with a small weight allowance, looks to have enough to finish near the head of affairs as well. Then, from Lovely Breeze, we take another trip back to Ireland. However, this is for a race over obstacles at Limerick in the Munster National. You can see some really big trainers like Willie Mullins, Henry de Bromhead, Michael Winters there at the head of affairs. Dennis Hogan's in there. Gordon Elliott's obviously got a runner, as does Joseph O'Brien. But for me, my third and final selection is John Patrick Ryan's Fairy Hill Run. It was the long-time anti-post favourite for the Kerry National this past month, earlier in the year, but sadly missed out on the final cut, despite being made first reserve. Connections did all they could to try and get the 6-year-old into the lineup. And I'm hoping that the frustration at missing out is put to good use here in this contest. A former course winner at Limerick. The mare looks to have, make it 4 wins on the bounce, hopefully. And if the yard are sort of on the hunt for retribution, I remember they were pleading with owner JP McManus to pull one of his many runners out of the Kerry National so Fairy Hill Run could get in. Wasn't fortunate enough to see that, but I'm hoping that they'll be on the hunt for retribution, and that can produce another solid performance. Watlow's a decent enough price, currently at 7-1. Again, not guaranteed that I think the horse is going to win. You've got the likes of On the Ropes, Chatham Street Lad, the really promising Cavalry Master also in there. But does this horse have a touch of class? I think it probably does. Is it capable of finishing in the money here? Certainly, as far as I'm concerned. Those are my 3 for Sunday. They are in time order. We have Only Spoofing over at the Curragh, Lovely Breeze in the 255 at Goodwood, and Fairy Hill Run at Limerick. All of them for me are going to be each way selections, whether or not you do them as singles or some sort of multi-bet, maybe a patent, something like that. Be honest with you, I've done them in an each way patent. That's my one and only bet of the day. As always, any likes, comments, and shares, maybe put in the comments below what you like and what you're backing this Sunday. And as always, fingers crossed, touch wood, and remember, good luck if you follow.